I was accused of stealing builds. What's good with y'all, man? And today, hey, look, we about to show y'all how to make the best builds in 2K24 off this strict template. This is how I make all my builds, and this is what I use from day one all the way up to day now. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button, and let's get right into it. So as y'all can see, I start off, every single build that I start off with, obviously, you got to choose point guard, small forward, wingspan, height, things like that. The best thing that I try to do is I try to make sure that everything is at least at 75 or higher, because I can edit that. I can edit those type of stats and stuff like that. I can kind of have a feel of, everywhere. I can move everywhere, right? That's the biggest thing when you first starting to make off this build. And as you saw, in that first clip, 75 everything. So that's the key. That's the key. You want to start off 75 everything because that makes you balanced, right? From there, then you start tweaking what things you need and what things you don't need. And as you see, when you start to balance things out, you start to shape into a build that you really love. Now, the one thing that I know a lot of people usually like to do, they'll start all capped off at 0 and stuff, where, it makes sense, but then sometimes you may forget about a couple of attributes, right? Say, for instance, you started off, 0 everything, or not 0, but 25 everything, and then you fully max out ball handling, you fully max out shooting, and then you don't know what to do with all the extra stuff that you got to max out. Because keep in mind, when you do max out shooting or you max out ball handling, they have other stats that boost up as well. Like if you max out your ball handling, your speed with ball is also going to upgrade, and your three-point shot is going to bring up your midi and your free throw. So in that sense, you're mostly using up all your potential overall, and it's a little bit hard to sculpt the perfect build that you want to actually play with. So I say start off with 75 everything. That one keeps you in the green. First of all, 75 everything this is kind of OP. I actually completed the build, and it's a Magic Johnson and Shai Gilgeous Alexander type build. So I was just like, dang, that's pretty OP. But besides that, the build is pretty crazy as it is. But as y'all can see, I was just trying to fill up all the potential overall that I had, just so I can show y'all how OP this stuff is. But as you see, I'm kind of just tweaking off a little playmaker build, point guard build, keeping it balanced as much as possible, but taking away the things that I don't need, because there are some things that you don't need, especially if you're a point guard. Like, you don't need, 75 interior defense. You're a point guard. You're gonna be at the top. So, take some of that away, and you can start to sculpt the perfect build for your specific, your specific position. I actually use this for my most recent video, my 7-1 Wembanyama build, which somebody tried to call me out and said that I took a Sprag 2K idea or whatever. Promise you, I don't be taking builds from anybody. I ain't got time to be doing that. I play this game, you feel me? I did take a week break because I had some school stuff. But besides that, I made this build, or I made that build specifically using this method, the same exact method at power forward. So, I'm sorry, not power forward, but at center. But besides that, look, you try it out just like I did. I promise you're gonna make the best builds. This is how I made my hybrid defender. My hybrid defender, who's a power forward lockdown that can shoot like a god. Like, man, it's OP. And look at this, all 75. All 75. Like, that's pretty OP. You can do a lot with a 75 anything. So the only thing I say drawback, if you did try to make this specific build, you wouldn't be able to have any type of Hall of Fame. You probably get a few golds, but you won't get any type of Hall of Fames. Hall of Fames are pretty OP, and you won't get a lot of gold badges. So, I mean, I have a video coming up showing y'all the all 75 balanced build. And I'll show y'all what it's capable of, you feel me? We're gonna definitely try to max it out. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all this is the template that I use whenever I do want to make a new build. I start off 75 everything, try to keep everything balanced, so everything's 75 or above. And then, I just work my way from there and upgrade and downgrade things that I don't need and that I do need. So with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Again, it's Big Daddy Swoosh, aka SWOOSHiNAIRE. Let's get it.